What up, guys? Adrian from YouMotorcycle. Today, we're going to be working on my favorite bike ever, the greatest motorcycle Harley-Davidson has ever produced. I'm talking about the V-Rod. I'm going to show you guys really easily how to do an oil change on this bike. Before doing this video, I did a little bit of homework. I grabbed Harley-Davidson official service manual. I looked at some of the videos that were already out there on the web, and I realized that some of the other videos, they had some mistakes. They weren't really in line versus what I was seeing in the service manual. So I'm going to do one video to show you guys by the book exactly how to do it. So if you're someone like me, you want your bike serviced the way a Harley dealer would do it, but maybe you're also kind of cheap like me and you don't want to actually pay to have a dealer do it when you can just do it yourself, this video is going to be for you. I'm going to show you guys in only 6 steps how to do an oil change on the V-Rod right after this. Boom! Oh, and I'm also going to show you guys everything you're going to need to do an oil change before we get started right after this. Boom again! All right, guys, so before we get started, I just want to do one scene. It's going to show you guys everything you need all in one caption. 20W50 semi-synthetic motor oil. It leaves at least a semi-synthetic, if not a full synthetic on this bike. It's a high-performance machine. Don't cheap out on your oil. I will link to all the part numbers as well as everything you see here in the description box down below. So this is a PH6100 filter. It's equivalent to the Harley-Davidson part number that I will put down below. And while you're looking down there, somewhere over here, there's like a like button and then like a subscribe button. If you guys hit that, that would make me super happy. I'd give you guys a big thumbs up if it was you, so please give me one. All right, these wrenches right here are specifically for removing the existing oil filters. These are oldies but goodies. They're a little bit rusty, but they still work great, so we're gonna keep them. I have some rags and I have some paper towel that I'm keeping out here because odds are I might spill something and I would rather have this stuff close by to grab than to have to run back inside the house when I have oil spilling out everywhere. To get the oil drain plug off, you're going to need a 17mm wrench. Don't try and mess around for 11/16 on there or anything else like that. You're going to need a 17mm. It's a metric size. Use a metric bit. All right. Last but not least, we got these torque wrenches. There's actually a torque spec for the drain plug, so you can go a little bit over, a little bit under. You'll be okay. Just keep it within that range. So even buying like a really cheap torque wrench is going to be more than good enough for what we're doing here. Alrighty, let's quit stalling and let's start changing some oil on the V-Rod. Sweet. With a warm engine after a ride, the first thing you want to do is remove your oil filler cap, which is going to be on the left side of the bike. Mine is aftermarket, looks like this. Yours will be kind of right up there. And if you see this bolt somewhere around here, that's your drain plug. Your oil filter cap's going to be somewhere above there on the side of the bike. And you're going to take the two of them out. So that's where we're going to grab our 17mm. You guys are going to want to have some kind of plan in place for how you're going to deal with a lot of oil, because you got about 4 liters of oil in here that you're going to have to get rid of. Jesus. Just be careful because the oil might be warm. So I'm just staying at the very tip so it's not going to drain on me. And again, you got to have a plan in place for how you're going to catch and dispose of all of this oil. If you can spare one of these clear containers, they're also really good because they kind of really let you see what kind of shape your oil was really in. So in my case, that is some really, really dark oil. But that was step 1. Just remove the filler cap, remove your drain plug, let that oil drain out. Step 2, kind of right above here, is your oil filter. So we're going to remove that and more oil is going to come out. One thing to note, make sure that this little ring doesn't get lost. It's going to go right between the bike. Kind of like that. Hope you guys can see. So make sure it doesn't get lost in all of the spray. And some drain bolts are actually magnetic, so you should check in there to see if there's any little bits of worn out metal from inside your motor that have fallen in there, and just give it a good cleanup while you're waiting for everything to drip out. All right, so one thing I was very excited to see is that my oil filter, which is this tube right there, it actually has a little 17mm bit right up here. To get the oil filter off, I can just put 17mm socket and just take that right off. So that's gonna make my life a lot easier. There we go. Just like that. Now while this is slowly draining out, go for a walk, go make yourself a sandwich, go crack open a beer, whatever it is you do for fun. You got some time to kill. Come back when this is done draining out. You can also use this time to set your torque wrench. The V-Rod's really interesting. It has a range that you can set the torque wrench to. The specifications are 22 to 30 foot-pounds of torque for your drain plug, which is about 30 to 40 Newton meters. So you grab your torque wrench, set it to that. We're going to aim for kind of right in the middle. Step 3 is installing a brand new filter in the bike. Don't just reuse the old one or leave it in there. Right up there, you're going to clean that area up. You can also, while you're in there, wipe up where your oil drain plug is. Next thing you're going to do, I get a brand new glove for this. Dip my finger in my brand new oil. And then I just spread around the oil on the new filter. That's going to help it seal better. I'm also going to try not to touch the new oil filter with dirty hands, or it's just going to get a bunch of grime stuck to it. Not sure if you guys caught that, if like I jolted around a little bit, but the official Harley-Davidson service manual says now step 4 is to reinstall your freshly cleaned up oil drain plug, and then we're going to torque it properly. Clean drain bolt with the washer. Just going to hand tighten it first. I'm going to grab my 17 mil bit and my torque wrench. I'm going to hit it from the other side and tighten it up. All right. So step 5 is going to be to pour in 5 quarts or 4.3 liters of oil into the bike. We're going to get down to 700 and then we're going to stop pouring. That should be 4.3 exactly. All right. So step 6, the final step, and then we're done, is just to make sure that you have the oil level right. You haven't put too much or too little. So how are you going to check that you have the right amount of oil in there? So your little dipstick, you're going to screw that in all the way. You're going to turn on the bike. Let the bike idle for a little bit. Make sure that your oil chain's done well. You don't have oil falling out anywhere. Then you're going to take the dipstick out. Wipe it down clean. Now mine looks a little bit different, so I can't show you mine, but I'll use this picture to demonstrate. Wipe it down clean. Put it back in the bike. Screw it all the way in. Then screw it all the way back out. You'll see the line, and if it's anywhere in that kind of X'd area, you're all set. If it's too high, you gotta take off the drain bolt, let a little bit of oil out. If it's too low, just add a little bit of oil back in there. And that's it, guys. That's how you do an oil change on a V-Rod. 6 easy steps. Getting to that oil filter is a little bit tricky, but other than that, the rest is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you learned anything from this video, I would definitely appreciate a big thumbs up. And even hit that subscribe button. And if you're really digging this cool LED headlight, it's like a Daymaker style headlight that I have on my V-Rod, I have a video all about how to install that, where to get it, where to get the pieces. I even changed the night rod style headlight over to kind of the more traditional V-Rod style headlight. If you guys are interested in that, I will post a little link to the video both in the description and then somewhere maybe over here, wherever the videos go. All right, ride safe, have fun. If you have any questions on V-Rods or anything you'd like to see or know about them, hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Boom.